Going on, fellas? How's everybody doing? Just a miserable, muggy day up here in the northeast quadrant of the States. About 96, 97 degrees. I know it's hotter other places, but damn, man, we just got like 90% humidity too. You can cut the friggin' air with a knife up here. I can't even breathe upstairs. I've been sitting down here the last 2 friggin' days, which gives me time to work on this. I got the nameplate put on. A little touch up here and there. Yeah. I just got done working on this whole back end here. If you boys, any of you boys that have this kit, you're in for it. You are in for it. There's about 2 hours of work. I'm not counting last night because I had to alright, last night we glued the end of the railing to the inside of this post. That's where it goes, okay? Because this railing, you see the curve in it? Yeah, well, when you pull it out of the box, it don't have that curve in it. It's got a little curve in it, but nowhere near what you need. And it was CA glue and holding it, and the thing popping off, and me swearing, and me holding it, and putting a little more CA glue on it. And what I should have done, I think, is I don't know how you would have done it though. You would have had to cut it off here. You either would have had to cut these railings off at this end or on this end. And then drilled out the bottoms. Put in a little, piece of brass wire or something, and then drill into the deck and put it in that way. But, oh my God, what a pain in the ass, boys. So now, when this thing, this thing will drive you mad, let me tell you. It's really, yeah, we were just talking the other day about what drives you crazy about, about model kits. The directions on this thing are just practically useless. I mean, yeah, they show you, but, and then some of the parts that come in, I had to put all these braces that are in here, these 1, 2, 3, and there's three on this side too. But I had to replace the ones that came in the kit. The ones that came in the kit didn't even barely came through this opening here. And that's what holds up. That's what. See where they go? They hold up the other side. This end of this thing sits on those. It sits on the bottom here. So the ones that they had, like I say, they barely reached into here. So luckily I had some square stock. It's 2.0 by 2.5 millimeter square stock. And I was able to get some in there for some strength. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff's been CA glued because just the way you gotta build it. I mean, to get into things, they wanted you to, this is like, build a sub-assembly and then put it on. Well, not on this one, you ain't. For the mere curve in it, and it's got a curve in it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a bow in it. And then it's got a bevel this way too, a cross beam. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna have to put this deck on. I'm gonna put this back deck on after these things harden. I had to super glue these in because this thing here was spread out and they weren't up against. So, yeah, it's this thing's gonna drive you mad, boys. It'll drive you mad. I mean, I'm having fun, don't get me wrong. It's been fun. Things are looking good. You know, things are looking good. I think the side plates come out pretty cool. I did the old-fashioned writing. I had to take they had the Robert E. Lee in styrene right in here. So I had to sand that all out, and then I took some styrene sheet and refaced it. This one here, all this, and then this one here. So I think it looked pretty good. So we got that, and like I said, we got the front done here. This is all in. I had to super glue the front of this. This here had to be super glued. I got my glass on the windows, my laminate. I put that. It really made a difference. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the laminate looks like old glass. Really made a difference with it being in there. Like I said, I don't know if you'll be able to tell. When I do this one, you'll probably be able to tell. This is the upper cabin. I got my little, we got the little potbelly stove to do. The wheel, and then we got I like the ship's bell. The ship's bell with the antlers on it. I'm sensing some matte green on there somewhere, maybe. I don't know yet. But, so yeah. There we are there. And, oh, what I want to talk about. Knowing when to quit. Knowing when to quit. Knowing that you've been at the bench too long. Way too long. I was sitting here last night debating on whether to glue these babies on here. Because I was at the point where I could. And it was late. I had been, down here all day practically. Probably 8, 9, 10 hours of it. It was about 9 o'clock last night. And I'm like, you know what? Wait till the morning. And I'm like, you know what? I want to see what they look. You can put them on, So I put them on. So I come down here this morning. And I'm going over the directions and looking at things, and I go to put this front deck on up here, and it don't reach. There's a space here. And I'm like, why is there a space there? There shouldn't be a space there. I put those things in the way the directions said. So I went and found the directions again. There are the directions. You see where it says even here? See where it says that? Even here? See that? See that? Yeah. Well, I didn't. So look what I did. In other words, this whip should have been sticking out. This whip right here should have been sticking out. This end right here should have been even with this. That's what I get for being tired. That's what I get for being tired. I mean, it ain't no big deal. I can save it. I'm just going to glue, I'll take a piece of square stock and glue it on the end here. I'll glue it right on the end here so that it sticks out. But now I'm just going to be a little space in here now where there shouldn't be. So I don't know if that's going to screw me up with the back part. Now I might have trouble with the back part with this going on, because these curves right here where my finger is go up against these. Now these are back a little bit too far now. So we shall see. So I can fix it, I'll fix it. But that's what happens. That's what happens when you should know better. I was tired. I should have stopped. I should have went to bed. I should have left it alone, but I didn't. Now I'm stiffed. Did it to myself. Lesson learned, boys. Lesson learned. Peace out.